Power. It runs the society. It drives the economy. It lights up homes and offices, bringing life into millions and millions of lives. Without power, modern civilization cannot be visualized.
Meeting the ever-growing power needs of the country today is a daunting task. Increasing industrialization, urbanization and rural development, coupled with the slow pace of power capacity additions, have resulted in an increasing gap between the demand for and supply of power. While this may seem intimidating to many, for Torrent Power, it opens up a whole new world of opportunities. This film is about a mega project whose mission is to keep the lights on. Torrent Power is a futuristic venture of the Torrent Group, designed to meet the challenging demand for power head-on.
The 29 billion rupee Torrent Group was founded in 1959 by its late chairman, Sri U.N. Mehta. Today, Torrent is one of the fastest growing groups in India, committed to transforming lives by serving two of its most critical and crucial needs: pharma and power. Torrent Pharmaceuticals Ltd is the flagship company of the Torrent Group. It is a leading player in the domestic cardiovascular, neuropsychiatry and diabetology segments. In the global arena, it has a significant presence in over 50 countries, including Russia, Europe, Brazil and USA.
Torrent Pharma's state-of-the-art research center with over 500 scientists has out-licensed its patented age-breaker molecule to Novartis for further development and commercialization. It has also entered into a research collaboration with AstraZeneca for discovery of new drugs.
Torrent's foray into the power sector began with the acquiring of an ailing power cable company in 1989 and successfully turning it around. Be it generation, transmission or distribution, Torrent Power covers the entire value chain of the power industry. Torrent Power brand brings together three of its group companies: Torrent Power AEC Ltd, Torrent Power SEC Ltd and Torrent Power Generation Ltd under a single unified umbrella.
I'm inside Torrent Power SEC Ltd, one of the oldest private sector power utilities in the country. In 1996, the Torrent Group took an ambitious leap to further strengthen its position in the power sector by acquiring this company, then known as the Surat Electricity Company. Soon after, in 1998, Torrent also took management control of the Ahmedabad Electricity Company, which generates 500 megawatts of power, 400 megawatts coal-based and 100 megawatts gas-based.
It didn't end there. After acquiring these companies that have a dividend-paying record of over 80 years, Torrent initiated a series of strategic measures to enhance their performance. Till date, it has invested more than 11 billion rupees in these companies and turned them into first-rate power utilities with the lowest transmission and distribution losses. Torrent Power AEC Ltd and Torrent Power SEC Ltd, as both these companies are now known, have evolved to be a lifeline for over 1.6 million consumers in Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar and Surat, apart from setting new benchmarks in operational efficiencies and customer satisfaction. Around the same time, in the mid-90s to be precise, the Torrent Group had commissioned Gujarat Torrent Energy Corporation Ltd, a 655 megawatt dual-fuel combined cycle power project at Bharuch in Gujarat, within budgeted time frame and costs, which has since been divested.
10 years hence, we are at another crucial juncture. This is the site of a project that is destined to be a landmark in the history of India's power sector. Torrent Power's latest initiative, Torrent Power Generation Limited, has been established for the implementation of a mega combined cycle power generation plant titled 1100 megawatt Sujen CCPP. This project, with an estimated investment of over 30 billion rupees, is the largest private sector investment in the power sector in Gujarat.
The plant, being set up at village Akakol in Surat district of Gujarat, is strategically located close to all required infrastructure and its major markets. NH8, connecting Mumbai and Delhi, as well as River Tapi, the main source of water for the project, are just 2.5 kilometers from the plant. The Shell Hazira LNG terminal is 50 kilometers away, while the Petronet LNG terminal is 100 kilometers away. HPJ gas transportation pipeline of GAIL and the GSPL gas transmission pipelines are at a distance of 15 kilometers and 20 kilometers respectively. Easy access to these existing natural gas transmission networks and LNG regasification facilities will ensure continuous and uninterrupted supply of natural gas, the main fuel for the plant. The 1100 megawatt Sujen CCPP will consist of 3 power blocks, each of approximately 367 megawatts in single shaft configuration, comprising of advanced class gas turbines with high thermal efficiency, heat recovery steam generators, steam turbines and common generators. The cooling water system comprises of natural draft cooling towers. The effluent treatment plants intend to reduce environmental degradation. The water treatment plant will consist of clariflocculation and demineralization plant. Over and above this, a switchyard based on a combination of 220 and 440 kV will ensure continuous power evacuation. Enabling infrastructure like the site office building, approach road, boundary wall, intake well, water pipeline and water reservoir have already been completed. The EPC contract has been awarded through an international competitive bidding process and the zero date has begun. The first block is to be commissioned in the third quarter of 2007 and the other 2 blocks within 6 months thereafter. This project has proximity to 2 main industrial and commercial hubs of the state, Ahmedabad and Surat. The demand for power in these cities is increasing at an impressive rate, offering a ready market for its power. It is estimated that the power requirement of Surat will grow at 7% CAGR, while that of Ahmedabad will grow at 4.5% CAGR.
Surat Electricity Company, we feel that they must go in generation as early as possible so that they will not have to depend upon the other people for getting the power.
While 50% of the power generated by the 1100 megawatt Sujen CCPP will be used by Torrent Power SEC Limited for distribution in Surat, Torrent Power AEC Limited will offtake 25% for distribution in Ahmedabad. The balanced power is expected to be sold to PTC Limited for interstate sale.
And others.
Power purchase agreements have already been executed with Torrent Power AEC Limited and Torrent Power SEC Limited, and an MOU has been signed with PTC Limited for sale of power.
The 1100 megawatt Sujen CCPP project is being financed through a debt-equity ratio of 70-30 and achieved financial closure in September 2004. The debt arrangements have been tied up through a consortium of financial institutions led by Infrastructure Development Finance Corporation, IDFC. Torrent Group has already contributed 2,790 million rupees towards their equity participation in the project. The venture has been accorded a mega project status by the Ministry of Power, Government of India.
This project uses environmentally friendly fuel and technology to meet stringent European norms. Special care has also been taken to preserve the existing flora in the region through transplantation.
2 green belts covering an area of 270,000 square meters are under development along the site periphery and the approach road. A detailed Environment Management Plan, or EMP, has been formulated, and an Environment Management Unit, EMU, has been created within the organization to ensure environment protection and safety at all times.
Over the years, Torrent Power has not only emerged as an integrated and dominant player in the power sector, it has also demonstrated its commitment and competency to be a national level player. The 1100 megawatt Sujen CCPP will be a catalyst in promoting economic growth in the state and the neighboring areas.
Torrent Power's 1100 megawatt Sujen CCPP is not just about generating power. It will also generate opportunities. Opportunities to grow. Opportunities to empower. Opportunities to realize dreams. Every dream realized will revitalize the society and give a new meaning to life. Torrent Power, empowering life.